Alright, what is going on, good people of YouTube? Today, I got an interesting video for anyone who's watching. I just bought a new microphone, the Blue Snowball Ice, or Blue Yeti, I don't know, some people call it one or the other. The official name is Blue Snowball, and probably the highest quality mic for the lowest price is kind of like the big thing about it, why a lot of people get it. So this thing costed $40–50, roughly in that price range. So we're just going to test it out. I've already tested it out. Kind of just hitting record on OBS and just kind of saying some things. But now we're going to test it out in a game. So this game isn't going to be anything too special. I'm just kind of testing out the sound and the game and seeing how well they mix, how well my voice sounds in this microphone with the game. So I figured a new microphone, here's a new map, Ascension, for Call of Duty Black Ops 1 Zombies. This is going to be solo. Ascension isn't a new map to me, it's just a new map for videos. I haven't really made one, so we'll kind of just give it a shot here and see what happens. So one of the cool things I like about this Blue Snowball microphone is it's pretty easy to set up. There's a tripod, there's your USB cable that you plug directly into your computer, and then you have the actual microphone itself. I'm sitting about, I don't know, between a foot, maybe a little over a foot away right now. I'm comfortably sitting in my chair, and from what I've heard from the, I don't know, just test recordings of me just sitting back kind of messing around with the mouse and keyboard, it sounds pretty good, so I'm going to hope the same goes with gameplay in the background. Alright, so Ascension, it's a pretty straightforward map. We'll give it a go. We'll have fun. I always find that the hardest part of these zombie games is these very first rooms, specifically by yourself. What makes it so hard is you have all these different points of entries for all these zombies, and there's only one of you. There's usually at least three or four. And what makes it so interesting about this one is you have a window here, and you have one over there. And those two are usually fairly simple to defend. The problem becomes these two windows up here. And I'll tell you what happens is these zombies, they'll come through these windows, and usually you let them. I don't like running up and down the stairs. Usually let them come through, but they jump down. So if you're not careful, you know, you can be standing at this window here trying to take care of a zombie, and like this guy, he just jumped off. He could come up right behind me, and that'd be it. So that's something you always have to keep in mind, particularly with this map here. Another thing is this guy right here likes to turn on and off occasionally and spin around, and it will hurt you, but you should either go prone or crouch if you want to be under it, and it will kill the zombies. You don't get any points for it, but it does kill them. So it could be helpful in like the later rounds when you have lots of zombies. Let's say you use the teleport or something in the middle of a big round and you end up back here, and if you're lucky enough, this thing will be on within a few seconds after you arriving back right over there. So I found myself finding out that as far as multiplayer goes, you know, I usually just play split screen with some friends, sometimes online. It really just depends on what I'm in the mood for, but kind of the rules and the I don't know the word, like the way we do things in multiplayer, I found really differ from kind of how I do things in single player. There's a lot of stuff you have to change up. Some of the things are still the same though, generally staying in this first room until round 3 or 4. I try not to shoot any until I get to round 2 or 3. As you can see, round 2 is pretty fast because this guy turned on and all the zombies were pretty much stuck in it. So once you get to round 3, I kind of just let them all come out, and I like to shoot them out in the open instead of trying to just knife them all there. Basically what I can do here is conserve ammo, and I can get collateral shots, which not only are you using, you know, 1 bullet for every 3 or so zombies, you're also getting, I don't know, 30, 40 points instead of the normal just 10 that you would get from shooting a single zombie. So this situation is a little interesting. The best thing to do when zombie training like this, in a tight area, sorry, or really just in general, is not to panic and to just keep going. And usually helps in the later rounds if you have jug. Let's just kind of unload into these guys some. Get some points, run around that guy there. So I think all of them are pretty much out here in the open. And I'd say normally never really kind of turn around. Oh, okay. So they're all gonna die here. Oh my gosh, except that guy. I don't want to die. Okay. Anyway, most of them are gonna die here. I'd say we're gonna start getting ready to move up and out. Let's just kind of rebuild some of these for points. I don't really want to get stuck back there. I'd say as soon as you leave this first room and open up that first door, you want to have as many points as you can, so that way you can get either a gun or you can get relatively close to opening the box. And that does cost quite the amount of points. We'll see how many we can get here though. Let's take some shots into his legs. And I'd say we're about ready to just head on out. Let's see how many more barriers we can rebuild. Keep an eye on the guy. Oh, okay. I forgot they can jump up like that. Come on, if the door will open. There we go. So we're not going to have enough points to get to the box, but it's fine. What we can do alternatively is just use grenades, which works sometimes, but we'll see here. We have 14 bullets to use. Let's use them wisely is all I can say about that. So usually I found myself, at least in single player and multiplayer too, is training right here. This is a really good area I found. I'm comfortable with it. I know what I'm doing. So usually I just kind of stick in this general area. There are other places, don't get me wrong, but this is kind of one of the first ones, the first places I was introduced to. And because of that, I am a lot more comfortable with it. I know zombies come in through there, and they come in through there. And also one of the nice things about it, especially in multiplayer, I know me and some buddies, whenever we do just split screen, we're kind of just chilling and we play this map. Sometimes what will happen is you get hit like that and you will go down. Usually we have one person out here training and one person sitting in this room there. And they'll be shooting zombies at the window that's in there. And then when there's no zombies at that window, they'll be shooting out through these windows at the zombies in the train, getting some points, helping out. If the person training goes down, or vice versa really, if the person in the room goes down, what you can do is you can have this lander already called, and the person who's down can crawl onto the lander. The person who's still up will zombie train or whatever, distract the zombies. And then once this person that's down on the lander, is on the lander, you can hit the call lander button, or, use it or whatever, and it'll take you back, and you can revive the person on the lander, which is pretty nice. So I'm just going to go ahead and use up all my grenades. I'm not really expecting, to make it too terribly far, especially with the amount of ammo we have. Yeah, we'll use this guy here. Try to keep them as close to the grenade as possible. There we go. That worked out beautifully. Let's go ahead and... It was Carpenter. I was really hoping for a max ammo. But, I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not going to try to get that. Let's go ahead and throw that guy there. And I don't want to kill myself. Okay. I'm going to keep this insta-kill here as long as possible, so that when the zombies come up, I can just, you know, kill them easily. Alright. Once it starts flashing even more. Okay, I'm going to grab it now. And we're just going to sit here and wait. So, I know we're only going to make it here for just a few rounds, but I can go higher. I can make a video if you want in the future, kind of like see how high we can go. I don't know if that would be interesting. But this video is solely for testing out this new microphone with gameplay. If you did find it entertaining, I mean, you know, awesome. Like that's cool. I'm not really the most entertaining person at times, but I did this specifically just to test out this Blue Snowball microphone. Brand new, straight out of the box. Plugged it in, hit record, and we'll see how it sounds. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I hope all of you have an amazing day.